So, didn't these turn out good? I like how they came out. Now, it was going to be earth, air, fire and water, but that looks more like the sea, the dark, the light colour towards the top. I like how that came out. I'd rather use that for the sea, so this is going to have to be air. And I think to do that, I'm going to keep the green section and I'm going to make a sky section here with clouds. So we want a pale blue, which I'm going to put directly on there, and wet the brush. We're just going to spread that out over half of it, roughly half. We're going to make that the sky. That's a beautiful shade. Lovely shade that really is. Shall I say it again? Right, so that's now going to be our sky. We're going to put some clouds and trees and stuff in there. Well, I'll bring that into view so you can see the soup. Nice cup of soup. Right. Now on each one, so the earth will have maybe a worm. So, is that dry enough to start? I believe it may be so. And I'm going to paint, try and paint some little fish shapes. Reach into the green and get a little blob. I want to get a bit of yellow and a bit of the other green on there. Even a bit of brown can go on there if it wants. We got some red. We'll come in here. We'll just run down here. Grasses and there we go. Look at that. Do whatever you want. Just have things swaying around in the ocean flow. Just little things, happily living away their lives, doing whatever it is they do. Place. Let's get our brush. We'll just touch it into that white there, just the tip. Put most of that off. We're going to have a little touch just there. Pull it down. Don't want to get the plaque. It hasn't dried yet. Touch more white. Wipe it off. So it's virtually and that's simple and effective, I think. Looking good. That'll do nicely. It'll take a while to dry because there's some big blobs of black paint there. And I don't want to mess it up, so I'll leave it until that's done. So I would like a bigger, fatter brush. This is perfect. I'm going to go into the water just to make the brush wet. It's weird colour water, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go into that. Get some yellow on the end, some of that red and pink. Maybe a bit of that brown if I can get the brown. Yep, there's the brown. Just bushes and trees and things that live out here. Come out looking a bit weird, but we'll do a load more of them. That's the basic idea. And then at the last tile I will I haven't decided yet. I think it will be a just a worm. I'll want to do it in like segments. So it will be like deal into that. Into the brown and give us, it might not be the real colour of a worm, but we want it to stand out against our base colour of brown. Yeah, that'll do. This doesn't have to be an accurate colour. I just want it to stand out against the background. So, we'll have some black on our pointy thing. It might be easier to do this after it's dry, but there we go. And then you can give it some more in between runs. And then that one section, which we will leave rubbish. And the lovely thing is, if you mess it up, you can just paint over it and start again. So I'm happy with these two. Could do with some extra details maybe, but not overboard. But I'm not happy so much with these two. That one possibly okay, but this one no, I'm not happy with it at all. So my idea for this one is I'm going to paint over that for starters and let that dry. So let's get some paint on there. So when that one dries, we'll redo something on there. And I'm going to use this pen just to put some detail lines on our worm friend here. But if we don't like him, we can paint over him as well. So we can give him an eye and a mouth. And I'm going to take just the tip, tiny amount, and I'm going to start putting some little bubbles coming up. Okay. While I've still got some weight, I want to just ease into the cloud a bit more and make it a little bit more defined. Barely touching. Of those little wispy bits. And all that is just letting the paint come off by the weight of the bristles. Nothing to do with painting as such, just moving the brush in circles and seeing what happens. And then just fluff it up really gently. Just in an upward motion. I'm going round and up. Lovely, lovely. Super. Now, I think those ladybirds are going to show through again, so I'm going to have to do something over the top of them. But first, I would like to bring the pen back and just do some. Just some lines and breaks, random wiggly lines. Well, it's not so random because I'm making it into like a grid shape. And if we don't like it, we will paint over it, try something else. I thought it might help. Now, while we've got the white out, what we're going to do is make a few of these lines a bit darker, just to help. Not all of them, but just some of them. Maybe like so. Now we get our white paint back. Make sure that's not too wet. I don't want them too wet. I want it quite dry. It will fade a little as it dries, which is actually good for this. I'm trying to make it a bit fainter there. I went a bit thick there, but never mind. We don't mind. Here's the final product on my coffee table. I placed them on some paper to make them stand out a little bit. I wanted you to see the sheen from the glaze, if I can get that to come across on camera. I think it will be hard wearing enough to protect it to actually be used, but I don't think it's heat proof. So if you've got hot cups on here or hot dinner plates, it would probably need another glaze after a while. I put 2 coats on and I'm fairly pleased with the gloss finish. Makes it look kind of nice. So that's that one done. I'll see you in the next video for the next project.